Today I'm reviewing the Panorama XL RTX 5090 gaming desktop with a 24-core Intel i9-14900KF, NVIDIA RTX 5090, 96GB DDR5 RAM, 4TB Gen4 SSD, 360mm liquid cooling, Windows 11 Pro, and a 3-year warranty. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this system as my main desktop for gaming, creative work, and daily multitasking over several weeks, running modern AAA games, streaming, editing sessions, and multiple apps. These impressions come from how it behaves in real use, not just from the spec sheet. Let's set expectations clearly. This isn't a basic office PC or entry-level gaming machine. It's a high-performance desktop built to handle demanding workloads, expansive games, and heavier creative tasks without hesitation. That breadth of capability is its raison d'etre, and it shows in everyday use. In real-world gaming, this configuration feels confident at both 1440p and 4K resolutions. Competitive titles like Valorant, Fortnite, and CS2 run with consistent, smooth frame pacing on high settings without frequent tuning. In heavier AAA titles at 4K, performance stays stable without the edgy frame dips or throttling you sometimes see on lesser platforms. This isn't about chasing occasional top benchmark spikes, it's about predictable, sustained play across long sessions. At 1440p, the performance headroom is clear. Games feel fluid and responsive, and even with resource-intensive scenes you rarely adjust settings just to stabilize motion. That steadiness in everyday play is what you feel most over weeks of use. For everyday work and productivity, the 96GB of DDR5 RAM makes a real difference. Switching between browsers with dozens of open tabs, creative suites, virtual machines, and background services feels smooth rather than segmented. That memory cushion isn't overkill for power users, it's practical if you regularly juggle multiple workflows. The 4TB Gen4 SSD changes how you manage storage too. Boot times are fast, apps open quickly, and large game files or media libraries load without long waits. That 4TB capacity also means you're unlikely to run out of space quickly, which matters if you collect AAA titles, large footage, or game assets. Thermals and acoustics are practical for a high-performance PC. Under extended gaming or rendering loads, the 360mm liquid cooler keeps the i9's temperatures in check without letting things spike or throttle. Fans and pump noise are perceptible under load. This is a performance desktop, not a whisper-quiet living room set, but they stay consistent rather than jumping sharply where you take notice mid-session. In lighter work or browsing, the system drops into a gentle hum that's easy to ignore. Build quality and usability stand out in everyday handling. The chassis feels substantial, the internal layout isn't cramped, and cable management looks honest and tidy out of the box. That matters when you open the case for upgrades, be it storage, cooling, or even a next-generation GPU, because it feels approachable rather than crowded. Now let's be honest about limitations. Even though the RTX 5090 is very capable, this build still plays within realistic boundaries. If your sole goal is chasing the absolute highest frame rates at ultra-maxed 4K with every enabled effect, flagship GPU tiers still pull ahead in raw peak numbers. This desktop, however, balances performance with daily usability and delivers high-end results that feel stable and predictable, which is what many people actually live with day to day. Also, desktops with strong GPUs and liquid cooling inevitably make themselves known acoustically under heavy load. Fans and pumps are doing real work, it's not silent, and that's part of the territory for systems that sustain high performance. So who does this make sense for? If your priority is high-end 4K and 1440p gaming performance without compromise, massive memory and storage for creative workflows and multitasking, responsive everyday computing with plenty of headroom, a system built to stay capable for years, then this Panorama XL configuration delivers those priorities in a thoughtful, balanced way. If your chief focus is maximum value per dollar or whisper-quiet operation under load, more modest or acoustic-optimized systems are worth exploring before stepping up to this tier. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.